Cooper Flagg and the Mavericks have a successful preseason debut. We break it all down coming up next on the DLLS Mavs postgame show. Hey, what's up, DLLS Mavs Nation? It is the DLLS Mavs post-game show powered by Michelob Ultra. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra at 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's a superior smooth taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the NBA. It's your man, Kevin Gray, alongside Mavericks analyst Bobby Carell and our national NBA insider, Mark Stein. You, of course, are
and you know what?
Mavs.
And you know what? It's nighttime.
Your favorite guys.
It's the right time.
Your favorite guys cover your favorite team, especially after preseason win number 1 for your Dallas Mavericks. 106-89. Dallas gets the win over the champs, the Oklahoma City Thunder, in Fort Worth at Dickies Arena. We'll break it all down over the course of the next hour. Cooper Flagg, a spectacular second quarter as the Mavericks get it done, gentlemen, and we are off and running with the 2025-26 season, preseason style, Bobby Carella. Mavericks get it done in game number 1.
It's good to see basketball, man. It was good to see basketball for the first half in between TCU football coach interviews, and it was kind of, the whole thing was kind of, you know, it was cool. It was awesome. Basketball's back. Totally new experience watching this team play in a different gym. But, yeah, I would say they delivered on some of the things that we said we were looking for on the pregame show. And Cooper Flagg, I got a lot of overreactions, all right? I'm going to save those for a time that isn't now. But I have a lot of good things to say about Cooper Flagg on the show.
The Thunder did not send their strongest team.
No, they did not.
I think it's fair to say.
On the second night of a back-to-back, they sure did not.
I'm going to guess that the Carell Strader didn't mind. You saw AD in his goggles. You saw Coop bringing the ball up the court off, rebound, bring it up. Dime after dime after dime. 10-point flurry at the end of the second quarter. The starters, we really only saw them in the first half, but like you said, I would imagine that everyone's going to come away from this one feeling pretty good about Act 1, the unofficial Act 1 for the Cooper Flagg era.
And Jason Kidd said prior to tonight's game that Cooper Flagg, Anthony Davis would only play in the first half. That's exactly what happened. Anthony Davis played 16 minutes with 3 of 5 from the field, had 7 points. Cooper Flagg, all 10 of his first half points came in the last 5 minutes and 32 seconds of the second quarter. He finished the game with 10 points.
Couple off the dribble threes.
That's right. 6 rebounds, 3 assists.
The Carell Strader like that?
It was good.
Had a block and stuffed the stat sheet for the Mavericks, was a +8 in his 14 minutes.
Poor Dwight Powell got pelted a few times in every area of his body.
We got about the full Mavericks experience.
Shot to the face, shot to the groin.
That's right. We got the full Mavericks
mid-season
experience.
form.
Yeah, that's right, for Dwight Powell as he made his presence felt in a number of ways, if you will, in tonight's game. But all in all,
I think the presence felt him.
The presence did feel him in quite a number of ways.
As it were.
And yes, Lone Star Rob, the Flagg threes looked good. We'll get into all of the different aspects of Cooper Flagg's game. Let's just start with overall takeaways from tonight. Obviously, the focus will be on the number 1 overall pick, doing all the super duper role player type of things. We saw that in the first quarter, had a few assists, a few rebounds, had a block. In fact, the first points of the game came off a Cooper Flagg block that led to an Anthony Davis dunk in transition off an alley-oop pass from D'Angelo Russell, and things got started from there. But Mark Stein, as good as advertised for Cooper Flagg in his first game, given the things that we believe he has in his skill set, you saw a lot of that in tonight's game for him in his 14 minutes.
Yeah, look, takeaways, that word just gives me a little bit of pause just because, again, it's the first exhibition game, and this was not the Thunder at full strength. So I don't want to go too far, but yes, he looked very poised, and kind of the rumble out of camp was defense great, still kind of finding his way offensively, but tonight didn't force a thing, let the game come to him. I think he was a lot happier playing with AD, D'Lo, and all these starters compared to Summer League when obviously he was going to be the focal point of the defense and swarmed like he'd never been swarmed in his life. And just let the game, played his way into the game at a really not, didn't force anything, was happy to, a lot of cutters. I mean, we saw, this new offense was on display, a lot of handoffs, a lot of cutting, a lot of backdoor cuts. And, he made multiple very nice reads with the pass and then got his offense going late. And you had to, I don't think we often see unanimity. Is that the right word? I'm trying to, in the chat tonight, I think we're going to see a lot of
homogeny,
a lot of agreement in the chat that this was a good night for the Dallas Mavericks and their new number 32.
First half stats, Mavs v Thunder, obviously, whatever. None of the Thunder's players that you've heard of played. But the Mavs plus 14 in rebounds, 15 assists on 21 made field goals, 5 blocks, 12 fast break points, 35 bench points. It was clear that their 1 through 10 was better than, their 10th best guy was probably better than the Thunder's best player tonight. As sad as it is, because I'm a big Case and Wallace guy.
Case
Wallace was not good,
yeah,
but nobody else that played for the Thunder is like part of their rotation, to be honest. So, but the Mavs just completely dominated. It didn't really look funky at all. And again, we'll probably learn more about them on Saturday and Monday and next Wednesday and everything. But they did the thing that we thought that they were going to do and that we said that they needed to do. They have said explicitly, we're going to try and get stops and then get out in the open floor and run. That is it. Our half-court offense, we've kind of looked at it on the thing. The Mavs have said that their half-court offense is going to be this handoff-heavy kind of modeled after the Kings. There was a lot of movement. There was a lot of cutting. The bigs were finding these cutters. Coop found a couple cutters. The forwards and bigs were passing two guys that were moving off the ball. So conceptually, this looked like the way the Mavs want to play. Now, obviously, their opponent was
a shell of themselves.
A quadruple A team.
Yeah.
On the second night of a back-to-back.
On the second night of a back-to-back in a different time zone and all that stuff. But, I don't really care about that as much as I care about what the Mavs were doing, the intention behind what they were doing. And the intention looked like the way that they want to play basketball. And so my big takeaway is that this is the way that the Mavs are supposed to play basketball, and it looked like it.
And for me, it is the full Swiss Army knife that is Cooper Flagg. To the question that we had, did Cooper Flagg have any turnovers tonight? No, he did not have any turnovers in the 14 minutes that he played in tonight's game. You saw different aspects, especially what I thought was going to be the most exciting aspect for me coming into the season for Cooper Flagg, which is the defensive end and what that looks like on a night-to-night basis. And as I mentioned earlier, the very first points of the game came off of a block shot from Cooper Flagg that led into transition points for Anthony Davis on a dunk from D'Angelo Russell. That is the kind of thing that the Mavericks want to do. They want to be able to clamp you down on the defensive end, push it in transition, and be able to put the pressure on you constantly on the defensive end of the floor. And then you started to see the three-point shot start to get going for him in the second quarter there, getting comfortable more so from the three-point line. His first points in tonight's game came on an athletic drive to the layup for the finish to get his first bucket of the game. So for me, my big takeaway is my man seems very comfortable in what he is attempting to do, and he talks about it. It sounds very cliche, but obviously it's something that he's going to take for him as far as his game is concerned, impacting the game in a number of different areas on the floor. And Tanner can attest to it. There were multiple times where he made passes, and I was like, nice pass, Cooper. Nice. Those are the kinds of things that I think were my big takeaways, were that Cooper Flagg did a little bit of everything at a high level for his first game in a Maverick uniform. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else he can do as we get more and more into this preseason against a little bit better competition.
No argument. No quibbles. There will be no, like I said, I think everyone's going to come away feeling the same way. I am curious, though. I will be curious to hear like just how Cooper feels about it, and like how different this was than a summer league game. Like I'm eager to hear kind of his impressions, but no, he looked very comfortable out there, and that has to be a great thing for the coaching staff to savor on what I believe is the bus ride home from. Actually, no, maybe they all drove themselves.
They're taking the plane?
No, I mean, if that Naji tweet is accurate, maybe guys.
No, it's time to get
right,
into, it's time to get into the story of the night. All right, we got a big story here. So
we'll get into that next here.
No, it's what we started at like 06. Yeah, we got a long time to go. We got a long time to go, KG.
It's still preseason for me, too.
So,
it's still preseason for me, too.
Naji Marshall, who is, by the way, now the official mascot of the DLLS Mavs podcast.
He's
now
on the show
he's
now.
He's been on our channel.
He's been on the show
and he's been
now.
on our live show.
That's
so,
right.
it is clear.
That's right.
Naji Marshall is our hero here at DLLS Sports and DLLS Mavs podcast. And the knife took to the bird before the game.
He's still the knife, by the way.
A rare tweet from Naji's not a big tweeter until after the game. Like after a win, he'll fire off some posts. But for the most part, he's offline. But he let the world know. He prefaced it with a compliment, okay? I love Dallas with all my heart. And then an implied but, or really an and never seen worse drivers in my life. And I got to say, it's true.
Yeah,
okay, I can't deny it.
100% correct.
Driving west on 30 will break a man's spirit.
It's a nightmare.
All right,
it's a nightmare.
And that's in Russia. That's in Russia.
What is it about driving west on 30s? I've only done that a few times in my life. So what is the?
Well, you were in my car whenever we drove west.
But
on
I'm sure
30
I was
recently.
texting and
you were locked in. Yeah. Yeah, you made me wear earplugs the whole way, like noise canceling headphones. I could not hear what was going on. There's a little bit of construction. There's a lot of traffic in random places for no reason. And there's just a lot of people I just don't think. The thing is, like, you're going due west. There's, like, no options. There's no merging. There's no nothing. Mm-mm. But I think people just kind of freak out. They're like, I don't know, this feels too easy. What happens if I just, like, do this really quickly?
No turn
signal.
We're
like, that's a nice left lane you got there. Yeah. I'm going to go 47 in it, like, for no reason at all. And so I think Naji just had his fair share of probably birds and bad words and all sorts of things on the way out there.
I mean, it's bad either direction, going east or west. I go east going home every day. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. Driving over I-30, over Lake Ray Hubbard, like the construction is never ending. Yeah, it's a nightmare. And people decide to just move in and out of lanes at their own leisure without throwing a horn, a turn signal.
70 for a lot of it too.
So
a lot of it. It's 70.
It is 70 for a lot of it. Yeah,
it's like news to almost everyone on that road.
That's right. Yeah, and look, man, I don't know who you are, but the person who wears their headphones while driving 70 on the highway, what's wrong with you?
And you know,
like, I don't understand that concept. I don't get it.
That's very brave of you to say, Kevin. And I got to say, you know, this actually did affect Naji's performance tonight. He's one of the only Mavs who actually don't receive an A+ from me in this game. 2 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 0 of 3 from the floor. But I'm going to give him a pass.
I'm going to give him a pass. Yeah,
I'm going to give him a pass. Like, what happened to him, unacceptable.
And he's been on the show, so he gets a pass regardless.
Absolutely. He could do that every game for the whole season. I'd say, you know what, Naji, you're doing your best.
We're good here.
He should. Okay, he might not win 6th man of the year, but he's going to win 7th man of the year.
And he's number 1 in our hearts on this show. Okay, that's for damn sure.
That could be a good nickname for Naji, actually.
What's that?
7th man.
No.
Just think it's kind of cool.
7th man?
Yeah. I don't. The number 7 kind of looks like a blade.
6, 7. No, maybe. I don't know.
I still don't know what that means.
You weren't supposed to say anything.
You know what that means, Mark?
No, you're not supposed to. Just let it marinate. Let it marinate.
You guys lost me 5 minutes ago.
Let's take our first break. Mercy.
Feels weird with no Cato. Oscar Rodriguez misses national Tim.
When we come back, more musings from us when it comes to tonight's
I got a lot
game.
of takes.
And Bobby is going to get off some takes from tonight's game. We'll do that next. But do you love the sweet taste of victory? The delicious taste of victory, just like your Mavericks got tonight? Well, guess what? The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. That's where Michelob Ultra comes in. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra at 2.6 carbs and just 95 calories. It's a superior smooth taste worth playing for. I would know because not only did I have some, Bobby Curl's got some literally sitting next to him.
I do.
Right now.
It's wonderful.
It's literally sitting next to him.
Are you allowed to do that?
I am.
Allowed to do what? Like drink it on set?
I'm kidding, that's encouraged.
Like that's literally encouraged.
The reason I'm
set.
allowed to do it, Mark, is because I'm a man of good taste and of 21 plus, and I appreciate a good beer.
That's right. And he's superior.
Just checking.
He's superior. It's a superior smooth taste worth playing for. Of course, Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the NBA.
And of our show.
And of the DLLS Mavs show.
Dude, I'm so excited to have Mick Ultra on the show.
Let's go.
And to drink it on the show, too. October's here, and so is the return of chilly air seeping into your home. That is, if you have old, stuck, or cracked windows, you can eliminate annoying drafts once and for all with top-quality replacement windows from Window Nation in Dallas. Window Nation has some of the best replacement windows out there. Their installation crews will finish the job in 1 day or less, so you can get back to your daily routines with minimal interruption. Nothing is worse than having your home just be under construction for days or weeks at a time. And better yet, Window Nation in Dallas offers a lifetime warranty on all their windows, so you can relax knowing your home is protected far into the future. Make no payments for 2 years, no monthly payments, no down payment, and no interest until 2027. You can celebrate your newly upgraded home with a Dallas Cowboys jersey. How about that? And a chance to win 2 free tickets to an upcoming game. Get started on your free estimate before October 31st to save big on your replacement windows. Schedule a fast and free estimate now with the pros at Window Nation. Again, Window Nation. Go to windownation.com for more details.
Cooper Flagg impressive in his Mavericks debut. 10 points in the win for the Mavericks as they get it done over the Thunder. 106-89. The next time the Mavericks get on the floor will be on Saturday in their only preseason actual home game of the season. That'll be later on in the week, though.
There is a fan jam Friday night.
There is a fan jam Friday night, and then they play the next day.
Let us know in the chat if you'll be going.
Yeah, let us know for sure. But Cooper Flagg, 10 points in 14 minutes for your Dallas Mavericks, going 3 of 6 from the field.
D-Live plus 17.
D-Live was a team high. Actually, not a team high plus 17. You know who's the team high and plus minus tonight?
Yeah, the guy everybody in the chat's talking about.
Max Christie was a plus 18 in the what was 15 minutes that he played tonight. Had 12 points. Leading scorer of tonight's game, my guy. The PJ Washington agenda is alive and well. 14 points for PJ tonight off the bench. 14 points in 14 minutes.
But you and PJ did not connect at training camp, right?
That's because he bumped his head and we weren't able to talk to him. So,
Man, he was ducking you so hard that he banged his head.
That's right. He just didn't want to talk to me, so he decided to bump his head. And
I don't believe that.
But he was fine. He was fine at practice on Friday, so that's all that matters.
I don't believe that. I think PJ Washington loves Kevin Gray Jr.
I hope so.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
This man has never said a bad word about PJ in his life. At least over the last year or so.
I mean, look, I'm on the PJ Washington 6th Man of the Year campaign presidential, train. I'm the president of that fan club.
If I had to guess now, I don't know, but based on like the player ranking system, PJ is probably the highest ranked player in the league that will come off the bench this season.
Well, starting lineup though, I mean, it's what it has to be, right?
Yeah.
Clay's got to be out there.
Mm-hmm. No,
unfortunately, Clay.
I don't say that disparagingly. I think PJ is probably the best on paper backup in the NBA right now.
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay,
that's without thinking about it at all. So
okay, yeah, because there's some definite. I mean, Nas
is the starting lineup we saw tonight.
Oh, yeah,
Nas Reed might have something to say about that.
Is the starting lineup we saw tonight the starting lineup you want to see October 22nd against San Antonio? I think it must be.
Probs.
I think this is what it has to be.
Is that all right? Probs?
Well, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yes. I thought D'Angelo, Clay, Cooper, AD, Lively. That is the preferred starting lineup that I would like to see on the floor when the Mavericks take on the San Antonio Spurs on October 22nd. I think that gives them the best chance to have enough spacing, let D'Angelo be able to run the point, but more so for Cooper Flagg not have to feel like he has the pressure of having to handle the basketball a lot. I mean, there will be times, we saw it in tonight's game, where he will get the rebound and start to push for himself in transition. But Bobby, there was a lot to like, not just from his performance, but more so what you said in the first segment, the style of what the Mavericks want to do. You saw in tonight's game.
Yeah, they were getting up and down the floor, off makes, off misses, didn't matter. I mean, they were running, and they got a lot of shots early in the clock, or at least they were cutting with intent early in the shot clock. Just doing things, moving toward the basket, moving into open space. There wasn't really any sort of like, all right, stand around. What's the play call? Where do I go again? No, hey, come over here. Point. Just no like pointing. It was just all just go, go, go. And, that's, again, if anything, that's just a breath of fresh air. I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad. Like I said on the pregame show, the way the Mavs ran their offense throughout the entire Luka era, whether that was with Jalen Brunson or, the last couple years with Kyrie, it was mismatch hunting, spread pick and roll into a lot of isolation. And that led to forcing a lot of double teams and a lot of really beautiful ball movement and a lot of threes and a lot of high-powered, super efficient offense. But, a little motion every now and then is pretty fun too. And so whether it works, I guess, remains to be seen. But we saw real concrete evidence, real concrete examples on the floor tonight of how the Mavs want to play offense. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh
yeah, no. I'm excited to see how it looks, against higher caliber competition.
You saw a little inverted pick and roll with D'Angelo Russell and and Anthony Davis that led to a D'Angelo Russell 3-pointer. Like, I'm very just interested to see how this begins to look from a consistency standpoint with AD in this Domantas Sabonis type of role, how these guys are going to be playing off of him. You saw some nice backdoor plays and some cuts. Max Christie had a nice backdoor, layup to be able to make in this game. So a lot of movement in this offense. And in fact, you saw tonight 26 assists on the 34 made field goals that the Mavericks had. In fact, they were the aggressors getting to the line tonight as well. 27 of 30 from the charity stripe tonight. So they were the ones getting
started
to the line.
18 for 18.
They did start 18 of 18 from the free throw line. In fact, the Oklahoma City Thunder took a total of 20 free throws in tonight's game. They did take 51 3-pointers, did the Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's a lot.
That's a ton of 3-pointers.
That's a lot. I like Luke's comment in the chat. Enthusiasm for rebounds was great as well. That's a really good word for it, enthusiasm. If you go back and watch last year's Mavs team, and this is before and after the trade, the number of times that the ball hit the floor off an opponent's missed shot, so it hits the rim or the backboard, bounces off, and then it hits the ground before someone got to it, was too damn high.
Yeah.
Like, there was just no one wanted to attack the freaking ball and go get that thing, but tonight they were like bumping into each other trying to get the rebound.
Mm-hmm.
They were like taking each other out trying to pull it down. That is good. Like,
I'm okay with that.
That's a good thing. Go get the freaking ball, dude. Like, it was much, much better. Now, there were still, OKC still had 14 offensive rebounds, so it's not like it was the perfect thing or whatever, but defensive rebound percentage was pretty good, and in the first half it was better. So, I mean, they wanted the ball, and they wanted to force turnovers. They wanted to get out and run. Like, they were doing all this with intent, and like that is, it's important to build those habits now. It doesn't matter who you're playing against, because you want it to be something that you don't even have to think about in like 2 months.
Anthony Davis had himself a nice night as well in the 16 minutes that he played. Very productive in his time on the floor. 7 points, 7 rebounds, had 2 blocks and an assist as well. Anthony Davis, of course, continuing to play himself into shape as we get closer to the regular season. But we got our first look at him in the rec specs, in game action. Seemed fairly comfortable, Mark Stein, in his new eyewear in the time that he was on the floor. But AD doing a lot of the traditional stat stuffing that we're accustomed to seeing from
Before
him.
we get to AD, actually, Tanner had just put up a comment like you were reading my mind. That Frank comment was good because I think Frank is right that the offense really did help Max Christie. Last season, as injuries piled up and the roster got worn down and he was put in positions where he had to create his own shot, which is not his strength. This offense let him be a finisher in a variety of ways, and that certainly helped him. As far as AD, I mean, I think we're all curious to see like how he adapts to the goggles, and he also looked very comfortable out there tonight, and I think that that is also a great source of comfort for this team because, I mean, it was only he's only been on the floor for the last couple weeks. He didn't get to, he had for the first 4 or 5 weeks after surgery, he couldn't do anything. So he is playing catch up. He's admitted he's playing catch up conditioning wise, but yeah, I mean, AD looks, I can't wait to see him with my own eyes because I'm like, he resisted goggles for a long time and now doesn't have the option yet. Although it's funny, he takes them off during timeouts. Like he's any minute he cannot have them on.
He's not going to have them on for sure.
It's a must now.
Speaking of defense, I see you in the chat as well mentioning Musa Cisse, who tonight off the bench in 15 minutes had 4 points, 5 rebounds, and had 3 blocks. Led the team in blocks tonight. Very active for the big man off the bench. I see you, Jay Brooks, there in terms of Musa Cisse and his contributions toward tonight's game. We saw pretty much in the second half all the bench guys coming in and playing a lot of minutes. Ryan Nembhard had some nice moments in this game as well. Any Ryan Nembhard gems from tonight that caught your eye in terms of some of his shot making, or just felt like he just did what he
did what he does, man. He did what he does. I think Musa Cisse is probably, granted, this is an uneducated opinion, but Musa Cisse is probably in the driver's seat for the third two-way spot, just based on the time remaining whenever he got in the game, and he did look really good. And it's just always good to keep a point guard and a center on a two-way deal when you have 3 of them, just in case, and he looked good.
Speaking of looking good, Stein needs to wear rec specs on the show, says GM Ben.
We didn't get through one preseason show without him.
You thought that was going to happen?
Without him
You thought we was
going
to get through one preseason show without GM Ben in the chat having something to say to you about anything that took
to GM Ben.
That's right.
All right. I got one take.
Let's hear it.
I got a big take. When is the next election?
What?
It's 2028. All right.
Oh, I'm about to say, because there's things in my county you can vote on tomorrow. So I was like, is this a trick question?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Like the big one.
Oh,
the one that we're going to have to watch a lot of commercials about.
Yeah,
the one that's going to drive Tanner to the brink of insanity.
Okay. All right.
The one that's going to lead to another 1-star review on our iTunes.
That's right.
Because someone thinks that it's our fault that they're getting served ads on YouTube.
That's right.
Cooper Flagg is going to make an All-NBA team before the next presidential election.
Whoa. Okay.
That is my my plot. That is my take from this preseason game.
You gonna put him on the Olympic team too in 2028?
Is it my choice? Sure. Yeah. I mean, whatever.
You gonna put him on Team USA for Los Angeles?
I have no idea who the other American players are. So, but yes.
How about 2 Mavericks? You gonna put Derek Lively and Cooper Flagg on Team USA in 2028 for Los Angeles?
Do you think they'll both be Mavs in 2028?
Cooper, yeah. Cooper could be a Dallas Maverick. Derek Lively?
I think Coop is the kind of player that you could just drop into a game and he's just going to figure it out. Like, he's just going to figure out a way to be effective. And that again is another really interesting experience, I think, for Mavs fans, because, we kind of got a taste of that by watching Kyrie over the last couple of years. Like, Kyrie almost has this like chameleon-esque ability to just kind of like you just do whatever the game needs. Like, he can be, I'll dive on the floor guy, or he can be, let me score 25 points this quarter.
Yeah.
Or anything in between. Let me be a distributor. Let me move. Let me draw attention. Coop was like, all right, he kind of shot a little bit in the first quarter. He picked the ball up a little too much for me and just kind of voluntarily killed his dribble a little too much. But second half, started feeling a little more confident, banged in a couple threes, but he was getting rebounds. He was driving with the intent to pass, blocked a shot. Like, I think he's going to be the kind of player that, like, maybe not this year, but certainly by next year, you're just going to sort of look up and be like, oh, yeah, he has 19, 11, 6, and 2, I guess. Cool.
Yes. Yes.
And, if you just add a little more to that, then, yeah, you're an easy All-NBA player. And I think he is – I think he's going to be so much – well, I think a lot of people are probably very high on him, but I think he's going to be so much better than we think. I just think that dude is a freaking basketball player.
Yeah, and I think what I loved about Cooper and what he showed tonight was all the things that he's capable of. He did them at a very controlled pace. Nothing sped him up. Nothing got him rushed. He did things kind of at his own pace. And more importantly, when things weren't falling from a shot standpoint, he, again, as he likes to talk about, found other ways to affect the game and to do it at a high level to get other guys involved, whether it be on the defensive end, making some nice passes to get guys easy buckets. Those are the kinds of things as a ball player. If things aren't going well in a certain area, can you find other ways to make the game easier for yourself and for your teammates? And Cooper Flagg at the age of 18 has a very good understanding of what he is capable of doing and when he can do things for other guys to make them better on the floor. And that, to me, if you're having that kind of maturity as an 18-year-old, imagine as he gets more and more experience under his belt, what that will do from an IQ standpoint and already the talent that he has. So that will be my big thing from him tonight, is that he found other ways when things weren't going his way offensively to get involved and stay connected in the game to be able to help his team get off to a good start.
Yeah, he can just do everything.
Yeah.
Like, he can already do everything pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 18. It's not like he's going to suddenly stop trying to get better. So, like, if he's 18 and is already good at everything, what is he going to be like when he's like 24?
Yeah. It's
like, there's a really good chance that he is going to be great at everything in 5 years or sooner.
And the beauty with this team is
great at everything.
There isn't pressure for him to have to do it all. There's a lot of guys with a lot of talent on the team, especially once Kyrie comes back, where he can just get in where he fits in and to do what he does on a nightly basis. And you started to see some of that tonight. Let's take our next break here on the DLLS Mavs postgame show. When we come back, we dial up the Stein Line with our national NBA insider, Mark Stein, and why these referees are wearing this in certain preseason games.
Bust out the tinfoil hats
this year. We'll talk about it next. Before we get there, though, I want you to become part of our DLLS Sports family. The easiest way that you can do that is by subscribing here to DLLS Sports and join the over 32,600 subscribers here on DLLS Sports. The next way you can do it is to visit alldlls.com to become a diehard member today. And when you become a diehard member, and you can get some free merchandise. In fact, right now, for $59, you can get yourself a diehard membership, a physical diehard card, and while supplies last, a DLLS hat. Yes, a DLLS hat. You become like Mark Stein and get yourself a hat for $59 for the first year. Also, if you want a t-shirt instead, you can become a diehard member and get a free t-shirt for $36 happening right now. So shout out to Branded Bills with our Branded Bills ALLCITY DLLS hats. $59 for year one when you become a diehard member, and you get yourself a forget. Or if you want the t-shirt, you can join for $36 a year right now and get yourself a free t-shirt and become a diehard member. As you can see, Bobby's got
I got the shirt hat combo, Kevin.
So if you want the $36 combo,
the beer is not included, but this is
no.
This is the DLLS fit.
Yeah, you can get the t-shirt. If you want the $59 combo, you can get the hat that our guy Bobby Corella.
Jeans also not included. You have to wear your own pair of jeans for like 8 or 9 years and get them faded to the
good point.
The point of dissolution.
But you know what does come with it?
What?
A physical diehard card.
Oh my God.
You get your physical diehard card that can get you anywhere, including Costco. No, not can get you to Costco. But close. But you get that, and you get access to our premium content from our guys Sam Nestler and Sean Shapiro covering the Dallas Stars, Clarence E. Hill Jr. covering your Dallas Cowboys. Of course, also Jeff Wilson covering your Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers got a new skipper. His name is Skip. So you can read about
it's too
that.
on the nose.
I'm just saying, it kind of works out. It kind of works out nicely. So visit alldlls.com to become a diehard member today. Let's dial Stein Line with our national NBA insider, Mark Stein. Mavericks get the win 106-89.
You know what, though? Before you ask me the questions that we planned, I've seen some questions in the chat tonight that I think I should answer.
Oh, sure.
So I have seen a couple questions asking me about Dennis and why he didn't play tonight. I mean, I will try to get an answer for you. The reality is, obviously, I'm here. I'm not in Fort Worth, so the chance that I can get you that answer tonight is probably not tremendous. But Look, I mean, there's so many guys on this team. I mean, they played 15 tonight. The Thunder played 9 guys in an exhibition. Only 9 guys in an exhibition game, which is wild. But the Mavs played 15 players tonight without even getting to DSJ. So,
nor Caleb Martin, who did not see the floor either in tonight's game for the Dallas Mavericks, which I thought was
So I mean, I wish I could provide you that detail. I will try to get it for you, but obviously I'm not in Fort Worth, which complicates that effort. And then I was asked, someone there also asked for a training staff update, something we touched on last week. The Mavs have not formally announced who the new head athletic trainer is. I believe tonight on the bench, Jana Austin from last year's staff was sitting in the lead chair. And, you know, I think there is an anticipation that, you know, her duties have been elevated. But again, no formal announcement from the team yet on the head trainer situation. As we discussed, you know, earlier in the summer, I reported, I believe Jeff Pulls is his name, from Chicago. Am I getting that right? Jeff Pulls,
sounds right.
Formerly from the Bulls staff. Tanner, back me up there. Look, Tanner's just
not quite the vote of confidence.
Why would I know?
That is who that was. You reported that during summer
the
league.
last person out of this group that would
Trust
know.
Hang on a sec. Somebody talk while I hit my keys here.
I can confirm your own reporting. Yes, that's who that gentleman was.
Yes,
because you
formerly from Chicago
That's
staff.
right.
He is the new head strength coach.
Because I was sitting there in Westgate looking up videos talking about Jeff Pulls.
You were logged on, dude.
I was too logged on.
See,
Completely.
it was funny. I was at a different Las Vegas hotel, and I'm working, so you guys didn't know those tweets were coming, and then
yeah.
sent K Gray into a frenzy. But when we're there
Not
next
quite
week,
a frenzy. I was just
when we're there
I
next
was-
week,
four mix in at the Superbook. I was just
when we're there
having fun.
next week, we'll all be together. We will
be.
we
Yes,
all- we will-
Galkachin, who is DLLS Mavs going to be in Vegas? Yes, we will be in Las Vegas for the Mavericks Lakers.
So when I tweet some Mavs news,
preseason game.
Super Kevin Gray will be able to go into a frenzy like close by.
Enough frenzy for this year already. I'm good. No
You
more
don't know.
frenzy.
You don't know what I'm going to tweet next week.
Well, I mean,
Not yet. It's not next week.
Oh, okay.
You could talk about it on the show when we're there in Vegas. You could do that.
Do you think we'll see Stein on the way to a sourcing dinner again? Like we did last time?
You mean-
Probably.
do you mean will you follow me to my
yeah.
to a
First-
dinner?
no, that-
Brother,
First of all,
I
that is
promise
not
you,
true.
we were there
We
first.
were there
We
first.
were there
Chat-
for hours
chat-
before you were.
I'm walking around.
I was
stop.
two
No,
drinks
no.
and
I'm
15
walking
hors d'oeuvres
around
in
on
before
my
you got
phone.
there.
No,
Thinking-
no.
You are
think-
such a liar.
Thinking
That's
I'm
a
all
lie.
alone. I turn the corner.
You were
is
not
a
even
lie.
I
alone.
turn the corner, and then there's like
Stein,
seven.
you are not about to do this on this show.
There's like 7
You are not about
DLLS
to do this.
staffers
Lying on my
stalking me.
name.
Are you really
on
doing this?
camera.
Okay, so what really happened?
We were there first.
I was there for like 3 hours.
How
The
do you
three
know-
of us were literally there first.
How do you know? How do you know what time I got there?
Well, I know what time I saw you.
Exactly. We know what time we saw you.
And I was there for a long time before I saw you.
That's
Was
thank
it-
you.
Time out. This was it. It was at Aria, correct?
Yes.
Where I was basically staying across the street from. So you think you guys got there before me?
Okay, yeah, you were
Yeah.
probably across the street. Yeah.
No.
We were in whatever the place
You
was.
guys-
I
Right.
don't remember what it was called.
You guys
Right.
followed me.
We were at a wonderful happy hour
That's right.
and enjoyed many hors d'oeuvres. Countless.
Yes.
All right.
And some
I was
fine-
having
fine
lovely conversation with colleagues
drinks.
from across the media.
That's right.
all right. And then you showed up
Then you showed up.
and big timed us.
No, I'm
Yeah.
on the phone trying to get some good goss. I turn the corner.
Did
and
you
there-
really just? Did
and
he
there-
just do that?
And there you guys
God.
are all there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there.
Choke on that lie. Choke on that lie.
He only acknowledged us when he forced him to acknowledge us.
Because I was on the phone.
You did not want to say anything to
Dude,
us
he
at
was-
all.
He didn't.
He was
You
mortified
saw
to
us
see
and
us
you were
there.
like waving us away like shoo.
Luke, the only place to stay in Vegas is the West Gate.
That's the only place, damn it. The only place. That's right.
So
Yes,
one
my
day,
voice
one day I'll
came.
figure out who that dinner was with. One day.
so
Yes, my voice can go higher, by the way, if you're wondering.
So Dante, Dennis, Kayla Martin, obviously Kyrie, obviously Gaff. But those first three, Caleb, pretty unexpected. So I think we gotta collectively do some digging on that.
Yeah, because Kid did not mention him. Kid did not say that he was out.
Someone said he was in street clothes.
No, he was in a Mavericks uniform, sitting on the bench.
Okay.
Who?
Caleb Martin.
And with Dennis, we got to do some digging.
Yeah.
Do the Mavs have a practice tomorrow?
They have practice tomorrow. They're off Wednesday. They have another practice Thursday.
Okay.
But are any of us going to that practice? National Tim is our.
I don't even have a credential.
National Tim's left us.
I mean,
Yeah, he's
depending on
left,
what
yeah.
time.
National Tim would have been the guy to go.
Depending,
He wouldn't have gone.
National Tim.
wow. Depending on what time practice is, I'll be at practice.
Really? Tomorrow?
I was there at practice today.
Love it. K Gray.
He's
carrying
dedicated,
us,
man.
Carrying us.
We got to show at
So
noon, though.
You got
so-
the list of questions, right? Why didn't Dennis play?
I mean, I'll just go back and
What's
watch
up
the
with
show.
Dante? Please let us know the whole training staff.
Does Jeff Pulls work here?
Is Kevin just taking over the entire presser? Like he
Yeah.
asks every question.
Just like you stand up, and just
Whatever
like,
the variety of
let
questions
down
that
a
needs to be
giant
asked.
scroll.
apparently.
It's like, all right.
Nah, Mike Curtis gets a question in. Dwayne Price.
Shout out to Dwayne, man.
We'll have someone at practice soon. We'll make an announcement about that later this week.
Okay, multiple people are saying that Martin was in street clothes. I don't know.
Interesting. Now,
I
to
thought
be fair, they did show
Was
Derek,
anyone in the chat at the game tonight?
Derek Lively in the
Oh,
second
I
half.
thought he
I
was in a
believe
uniform.
was in street clothes on the bench because his night was over. So I think, depending on when you saw him,
yeah.
if you
When
saw,
did you see?
you
Because
see Martin in the first half or second half. But if he didn't play at all, there's a good chance he didn't even dress.
This is
But-
a much better Stein Line segment than what we had mapped out.
Frank said he was at the game and saw Martin.
all right. No, okay, that's that. You can't tease
Okay,
that and
thank
get
you,
away with it,
yeah.
LeBron or Mark.
'Cause
Sorry,
at the beginning of the broadcast, again, in my
Freudian
eyes,
slip.
my 4 eyes must be failing me because Caleb Martin was in Mavericks gear sitting on the bench. Now, maybe he changed into street clothes during the second half. But again, the larger point being Caleb Martin was not on the list of players that Kid said was unavailable for tonight's game. So he clearly laid out who was not available. It was Brandon Williams. It was Dante Exum. It was Daniel Gafford, obviously Kyrie Irving, and Dennis Smith Jr. Caleb Martin was not on that list. So, again, why didn't he play when there was no injury listed for him or anything reported from an injury listed for him? I'm curious to know that.
Mark,
Yes.
we cannot completely ignore everything that we had planned for the Stein
Ask
Line
away.
segment. There is one thing, and the NBA world is abuzz. People are talking. The message boards are on fire. All right. They had to take Reddit NBA offline for a couple hours today.
Is that true or are you making that up?
That's probably not true. They probably didn't take it offline at all. But LeBron posted a tweet today saying something about a second decision. All right. Now, I don't believe that's true because I think he's made many decisions since 2010. So I feel like that's a bit of a misnomer.
That's a great point.
But to your knowledge, is it just like a publicity stunt thing? Kevin Gray said something about Amazon. Or
Yeah, I would love to tell you that I know. The reality is I don't know.
okay.
I mean, it sure, the way it's written, you could obviously interpret it as a monumental announcement is coming tomorrow. I probably am more in line with the anticipation that it has some sort of ad tie, but I don't know, man.
Okay.
I know you're hoping he announces he wants to be traded to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
probably
pretty sure
realistic.
that is not happening.
That's probably
Okay.
not happening.
How's Nikola Topic doing?
I was wondering how you was going to
We
get to
can't
that.
give too many details about it for TOS reasons, but is he okay?
He'll be reevaluated in 4 to 6 weeks.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's all you got?
Good Stein line, I think. That was I mean,
Yeah, we had
that
a
was
fight.
better. That was better than what I had. Well, I mean,
No, that was a
I'm
great
still
segment.
mad.
No, we laughed.
still mad.
We laughed. We
Okay.
shouted. We cried. We
I'm
did
still
everything.
mad.
So for the folks wondering, I'm looking at a picture of Caleb Martin. He is in a black Mavericks, what looks to be quarter
Kevin's
zip
not letting this go.
and some black pants. sitting on the bench next to PJ Washington. This was during the game. Shout out to Noah Weaver, who took the photo, who I'm looking at here. So, but again, he was not listed as a player that would not be playing tonight. So, curious about what's going on there. But yeah, that's kind of what is going on.
It's one of the top 8 Stein Line segments
Of all time. So
what's the number one? What's the top Stein Line segment ever?
For sure. Kleb, you gonna just leave us hanging like that?
I don't know.
We got to rank them. Our maybe for our 2-year anniversary.
Bill
we'll rank
Bill
the top.
Wennington trivia.
Oh, that's easily.
That's
number
probably
one.
number one.
Easily
Well, that's not a
number
Stein Line segment. That was a trivia segment.
Yeah, it's about Bill though, so I'll allow it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Fair enough. Tanner,
Mark dialed up the Stein Line to answer that one.
That's still probably my favorite drop now, honestly. The amount of emotion that you let out with that answer and being so excited to get that answer right, it's one thing I'll never forget.
It was real.
And no, the excitement was palpable.
We know.
Right, exactly. We know.
I think it was great. I appreciate the
What's the one when I said
enthusiasm
that's pissing me off? What was that one for?
What was that?
That was
I think
a
that was a
Trivia
trivia
Tuesday.
question.
Was that
I
a
missed.
trivia
Last
too?
year.
That was
Because
a
you kept missing answers.
that was
day.
a players to
I
go
think I
for
said,
like
if I get this wrong, that's
this answer's gonna piss me off. This is like players to go for 25, 10, and 4 or something. It was like one of those esoteric stats. It was great.
That's a good word too.
I love
Esoteric. That's a great word. By the way, Bobby, just so you know, the Chiefs lost.
No, I know.
Oh, you knew? Okay.
I've been reading.
Oh, okay. Let's take our final break here on the post-game show this evening. When we come back, our final thoughts from tonight's game as we look ahead to the rest of the week for your
who's
Dallas
meeting us in
Mavericks.
Vegas? Tell us in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Let us know if you're meeting us in Vegas next week. We'll do all that coming up next.
But first, KG was just telling you about some of the benefits of becoming a diehard.
That's right.
Well, you get a free shirt when you sign up, or you can get one of these hats as well. But you also get a discount on all merch. And we just dropped a new shirt recently, inspired by someone that was actually at the game tonight.
Shout out to Paige.
If you're not at the Mavs game, well, then Paige Becker's just a bigger Mavs fan than you are. And that shirt is looking sharp. I got to get me one of those.
Same.
Diehards save 20% off all merch. Now, you don't need to be a diehard to get the shirt, so go ahead.
Is that
and
a top 3 shirt in franchise history?
that might be a top 1 shirt. Although the one that I'm wearing, I think this might be my favorite deal shirt.
Really?
That's a great shirt, dude. I love it.
Why do you have all the shirts? You have like 17 shirts.
I'm proud to represent the brand, man. It's more than a brand. It's a lifestyle, okay?
That's a good
Also,
point.
I want to shout out our members, our Supporters Club folks. Shout out to Jesse, to Just Don, to Yeah Billy, to Mad Max, to Kleb and Rudy and Blake, Special K, Brandon, Mance. My computer's freaking out right now. Marcos, to Ejecta, to Big Chungus, and John, and to Solid Duck. Those are all really good usernames. They are the newest members of our supporter club. All joined today. T.O. gifted some actually early in the pregame show.
T.O. been gifted a bunch of those.
If you become
Last couple days.
a supporter, you get access to a bunch of emojis. We're actually about to upload more. The more supporters we get, the more YouTube actually allows you to upload. So we got some in the works right now. We'll be unveiling those soon, hopefully. And then also there's the top tier, the Hall of Fame tier. You get 1 bonus video a week.
Whoa.
The Cowboys recorded one. That would be yesterday when they played their football game. Just Jesse and Jeff and Ali just watching the game, talking about what they were seeing. So it's just 1 extra video a week. It's great stuff. Thank you for supporting us that way. Or if you're coming to Die Hard or buying the merch, whatever, we ask a lot from y'all, and you always deliver. So thank you very much for all your support.
We love the colors on the Paige shirt too,
We
Clive.
didn't talk about this.
KG mentioned the Die
I
Hard
literally
card.
mentioned the Die Hard card.
T.O.
earlier.
again, dude. Let's go, man.
He gifted another 5 DLLS
Thank you so
memberships.
much.
Look, hey man, who do you work for?
I think T.O.'s a
Who-
City fan.
Who
too.
do you work for? What?
Oh, really?
Really?
I
What?
think so.
T.O., are you a City fan? Because if you are, we got problems.
No.
No, we have
If
problems.
T.O. is a City fan, then Mark Stein is like his new best friend.
That for him, not for me. I still like you though, but we got a problem. Okay, so on the broadcast night, did you know this? Mark Followell's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah. He actually has a good story about it too. That's part of the thing. You got to have a good
He's always
story.
tweeting about
Do you know
Arsenal.
how he became an Arsenal fan?
No,
He decided that because the Spurs are the Mavericks' biggest rivals, and
Uh-huh.
because Spurs in England Our Arsenal's biggest rival. That's why he was going to become. That's how he became an Arsenal fan.
Wow.
Great backstory.
Wow. We all can't be strong.
KG's not impressed by that.
I'm a United fan. I mean, trust me, there's been not a lot to be impressed about with United for quite some time.
T.O. sat next to Stein in Houston during a city practice.
Whoa.
I guess I need to figure out who T.O.'s identity
You got a picture,
really is.
T.O.? You got a picture
Dude,
of
Stein,
this?
you've been running around the world following City.
T.O., if you got the picture of that, I need you to tweet Stein at, the picture of you and him sitting next to each other in Houston during a City practice. We need that. I know, Oscar, you, Arsenal, yuck. But that's fine.
Paige was at the game. It was very cool.
The cat's in the chat room now.
So was Leon Bridges.
Hey, Cat.
Our upper management just does not sleep.
Wait, hold on. Katya's a City fan too? When did this happen?
Oh, it's been.
That's old news.
And did.
What's happening around here? I'm surrounded by all these City fans.
Oh, I
Ruben
support Palace.
Amorim.
Oh, gosh.
You're
please,
never
knock it
gonna
off.
win again.
Knock it off. Knock it off.
Oh, sorry.
I know you're a Crystal Palace fan.
Yeah,
Shout out
their
to
late
you.
choke
Yeah.
bumped them down to 6th on the table, but that's fine. But yeah, Paige was at the game. Leon Bridges was at the game. Abraham Alexander was at the game. TCU's men's and women's basketball coaches were both at the game. TCU's women's team, by the way, is going to be an absolute juggernaut this year. They had a good year last year, but Olivia
Defending
Miles
regular
transferring
season
there.
and tournament champs.
Yeah, Olivia Miles probably not. I mean, certainly
get-
not. Though, if the Wings went guard in the draft, they would probably go AZ over Olivia
That's
Miles.
right.
Olivia Miles more of a point guard, but
That's right.
Olivia Miles is probably going to be a top 5 pick in the draft. You would think.
How did they get Olivia Miles?
T.O.'s
Very
cracking
carefully.
me up here today with these comments.
You said what?
T.O.'s cracking me up.
T.O. says that he didn't bother you. He just sat next to you. Oscar's a
Yeah, but he also said
Tottenham fan.
6'1" KG.
yikes. I know, man. I'm outnumbered. I don't like this because Ben is a Chelsea fan. I got a Man City. I got a Crystal Palace fan. Katya apparently is a City fan. Yuck.
Tanner, who do you support?
Baylor.
All these are the same to me. Like, I don't know the rivalries. I don't know like which team. I'm sorry.
All right, well, here's why you should support Crystal Palace, right? Everyone likes an underdog.
Whoa.
Crystal Palace goes on a Cinderella run all the way to the FA Cup final last year, and I'm sorry, Mark, but wins,
Yeah, they
okay,
did.
which is pretty sick. Now, normally, due to the way that some other things ended up playing out, normally Palace should have been included in the Europa League, which is like the Championship League, Champions League, and then the Europa is like right underneath that. Pretty good exposure, pretty good experience for a club like Palace. Very small, never really won anything. Getting into that tournament would be great. A lot of money. Well, UEFA rules that Palace is ineligible for that competition because they're partially owned by this guy that also owns a stake in another club that's in the same competition. This dude owns like less than 10% of the club or something. He's like a minority owner. He doesn't even matter. So UEFA's like, nah, you can't do that. We're going to put you in the Conference League, which is like, no offense, but Palace is above the Conference League. All right, even in a normal year, Palace is above the Conference League. So then the owner's like, you know what? I'll sell my stake in the team if it means that my club gets to go to the Europa League. Like, that's how special this is for me and for the club. And UEFA's like, yeah, you could do that. That would be cute, but it still doesn't work, man. It still doesn't work. So that's why you should support Crystal Palace.
I'm so
The
upset.
world, the
This
entire continent is
I cannot
conspiring
believe this
against
whole
the
conversation
pride of
is
South
happening.
London.
I have a better answer. My 2 football teams. Sorry, not soccer. Football teams.
You can call it soccer.
That's fine.
Dallas Sidekicks.
Good team.
All right.
I
Good
watched
club.
them. Me and my family went to their games all the time growing up. Tattoo. I was a huge Tattoo fan. Mike Power. And then AFC Richmond from Ted Lasso. That's my other team.
You know, they
all right.
actually filmed that at Selhurst Park, home of Crystal Palace.
You know what's gross about this entire conversation is I remind myself of what the table looks like right now. Arsenal sitting there at the top of the table. My United is sitting there in 10th in the table.
That's tough.
I want the
Wow.
record to show, though, that you guys brought the
That's
upset.
fine.
The upset here is that you guys steered the conversation in this direction.
That's
I had
fine.
nothing to do with it.
That's fine.
Well, we did just watch a preseason game against a team that played all their 9th stringers.
That's right.
So,
That was on a back-to-back.
you got any baseball takes?
They played 9 guys in an exhibition game. I
Yeah.
still can't get over it.
Second night of a back-to-back.
It's gross.
Brutal.
Meanwhile, City is 5th at the table. Oh, you two are neck and neck, 5th and 6th in the table right now in the Premier League. So
I did level up. I got to share this news. I leveled up to level 48 today in Pokemon Go. Pretty proud of that. Pretty excited about that right now. So
wait a minute, where are all these City fans coming from? City fan, Robbie is a City fan as well. Yes, Rio Ferdinand is my favorite. That's right. That's what drew me. That's how I became a United fan. I fell in love with Rio Ferdinand. Played the game the way that I love. Physical player, great leader. That's how I came to love United. I was never, Rooney was always like, no. Ferdinand was my guy.
Kevin Gray is a 25-hour-a-day sports fan. He has a favorite team in every sport that is going.
Yeah, man. Ball is life. Sports.
He's got
life.
Twitter takes on every single sport.
You see what the Aces are doing right now? You want an Aces? You want an Aces stat? How about this? So the Las Vegas Aces right now, of course, in the WNBA Finals, they're up 2 games now on the Phoenix Mercury. Speaking of Vegas, we'll be in Vegas next week. Game 5 is scheduled to be on Sunday afternoon in Vegas if it even gets that far. So you'll love this, Mark. So the Aces were 14-14 after their first 28 games. They got blown out by 53 points to the Minnesota Lynx. They ended the season on a 16-game winning streak. In their last 26 games, including the postseason, they are 23-3 in their last 26 games, and now have a 2 games none lead in the WNBA Finals.
I might be getting this wrong. Is the finals? Did they expand it?
Yes, this is the first year now. This is the first year that it's a best of 7 in the WNBA Finals.
Because up 2-0 in a 5-game series.
Teams
nighttime.
Only the Dallas Mavericks and Utah come back from that one.
That's right.
WNBA teams in a best of 5 finals or a best of 5 series, 19-0 all time. Never lost, but this is the first best of 7 series in the finals. But yeah, the Aces.
I think the first round should not be best of 3. I think
it should be best of 5, best of 5, best of 7. Like
a lot of footy fans in the chat.
Yeah,
I'm entertained.
I'm just sick of the fact that all these City fans are up in here. That's grossing me out, but it is what it is. Oh, it's fine. We love you. I love you. I support you.
Well, we got about 4 minutes left. You have any ultimate Frisbee
only
takes?
3 at this point.
Jazz Gortman.
Oh my God!
The Jazz Gortman revenge game tonight.
I couldn't.
How hard
I
was
couldn't
that for you to
tell.
watch?
Was I heartbroken or did I feel vindicated as Jazz Goatman was just giving the Mavs buckets, dude? Like he spearheaded that comeback.
You were heartbroken.
Yeah, they pulled it within 6.
The Mavs were up like 90, and it was a 6-point game.
It was a 6-point game with like 3 minutes left.
And then they brought Paige on, and they went on like a huge run. They showed out for the GOAT, so respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, Gortman looked pretty good. I don't know what his situation is with them. Like, is he on a 2-way or just a camp invite or whatever? But I mean, that guy can put the ball in the basket.
He's a walking bucket. That is one thing. Jay-Z and Gortman is. He's a walking bucket. Frank says KG should definitely become a courtside broadcaster so that he could watch a basketball game, but talks about an entirely different sport. I mean, low key, that was kind of Corella tonight as he was intently watching the Monday night game.
Well, I had stuff on the line for that one.
Like I don't think I've seen you that locked in.
I was a winner in Prize Picks tonight. I got to say, I was a winner.
Oh, okay. Shout
Happy
out
about
to you
that.
then. Okay,
Yeah.
you got what you needed in Prize Picks tonight.
I did.
Okay,
I did.
That's cool. Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
R King II says best of 3 in the first round is good since there aren't many teams still. I mean,
I just think best of 5 just feels more legit.
yeah.
2 out of 3 just feels kind of like, I don't know. It feels like forced or something. It doesn't feel authentic.
God, there were best of 3s in my youth. I still remember.
There's best of 3s in baseball right now. It just feels silly.
Well, that's
I don't
for
know.
the wild card series though. The wild card series used to be just one game, one off.
Yeah, but that's because they're just letting teams in
Interesting
baseball.
question from Luke Byrne.
What's that?
Can you let us know if you will have coverage of the Mavs fan jam this week?
This is like Mark Stein's personal vendetta right now.
We will have a regular show.
Interesting question, Luke.
Well, I'm gonna answer it for you. We'll have a
Very
regular show on
interesting.
Friday. There will not be a post game show, Mark Stein.
We'll have coverage from the arena that night.
We will have coverage from the arena that night,
and we'll have pregame on Saturday where we will address it as well.
That's right, because the Mavericks play a preseason game on Saturday, and then they play another one on Monday, and then another one on Wednesday. We will be in Las Vegas for both the games.
GM Ben and Kat in the chat late at night.
Shout out to them.
Where's National Tim?
Stefano Tano says, is PJ Washington viable in fantasy basketball categories? Honestly, he's rosterable, but I think the deal is like he's probably not going to start unless AD is out or Cooper is out.
Yeah.
And so he's only ever going to play probably between 26 and 30. This is not financial advice, but I feel like he's like a waiver wire. You could stream him if you have some injuries kind of guy.
Yeah, if you need a depth piece.
Or if they got 4 games that week and you need someone that's going to be active. Because I think as a sub, there will be games where he'll go for 15 and 9. There will be games where he goes for 9 and 4.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah.
Question for the chat
Good
before
night.
we go. Did you guys like the nighttime vibe? This is our first night show since, I guess we have to count draft night. We were on at night. Lottery, we were on at night.
We were.
But that was like early evening.
Vegas.
The sun was out. That's
Vegas. Yeah.
Were we on at night
We
in
were.
Vegas?
Yes, we were.
Well, you can never tell. It looks the same.
I feel like with the time change, it was never night there.
It's never night in Vegas. That's the beauty of it. It's also never morning or afternoon.
Says no clocks in the casinos.
It's just Vegas.
For sure. Great point.
Vegas next week, guys. Show on Monday, show on Tuesday, multiple shows on Wednesday, all from Las Vegas. The Mavs are going to be in Utah Monday night. Where are we going to be?
Vegas.
Las Vegas. That's right.
Tanner, Utah.
Oh wait,
We-
I go
we-
watch the pregame. We already
Yeah, we
Yeah,
moved
we
on.
officially retired it.
Yeah, we officially
Tanner.
retired it.
If healthy.
No, that was forced. Don't do that.
No,
That
he
was
can do
forced.
it. Do
That was
it.
forced.
Whoa. Bobby was the one who was saying that had to be natural. Now he's saying
Well,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
but-
saying. That's what I was like. Hold on. What are you doing?
This is the first post-game show of the year. Feels like we can kind of,
Force
we
things?
can bend some rules.
We're being not like Cooper Flagg. Is that what we're
We just
doing?
spent the last 15
Got it.
minutes talking about soccer. all
Yeah,
right?
and they love
Ring the
loved it.
damn bell. I'm finishing my beer.
Okay.
Sarah's coming to Vegas again.
Let's go, Sarah. Let's go.
I'm officially worried.
We'll
I'm
officially forgive you
worried
for
about
being
Sarah.
honest with DNVR.
If any
we'll
of you
forgive for that.
psychos make it out to Vegas, hit us up at the Westgate.
please do.
We will
What's
be
the deal?
posted up
Sarah
there.
likes DNVR better than us? Is
She
that
was
true?
hanging out with DNVR. Lock in, Stein.
No,
You got to be
Sarah-
online a little
Die
more,
Hard
man.
Sarah was in San Diego. The Nugget Show was out there this week
Yeah.
for camp or last week,
And, she
and they
cheated
had
on
a
us.
meet up. And I think Sarah said one of
Oh.
her friends is a DNVR fan, and so they went to a little meet and greet. And she
Hats
said the
up,
guys were
Sarah.
nice.
Oh, we missed overtime.
missed overtime. We did.
Oh,
59 alert. It's over.
all right. Well, never mind. That's more like time to go home alert.
Yeah,
Fast
it's
Channel
time to go.
59 alert.
Fast Channel
It's ti-
59 alert. Fast Channel 59 alert.
There we go.
I thought Cat was going to bed, but regardless, it's fine. Tanner, appreciate you making us look good and sound good as always.
Seems
Thank
like
you,
Kat
sir.
also likes the night show.
Stop messing me up because we got to go for Cat gets even more upset. That is our National NBA Insider, Mark Stein. That is our Mavericks analyst, Bobby
Nighttime!
Carella.
It's
My
the
name
right
is Kevin Gray.
time.
We are DLLS Mavs. We might talk to you tomorrow if Katya lets us keep our jobs at 12
Ain't no one
p.m.
firing me. That is not true. That was a joke.
We will talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all be good. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.